Good evening. I'm Shirley Millwood. We're back this week for Balancing the Scales of Justice. I'm an attorney with my law office, Millwood Law Firm in Alexandria, Alabama, where I have had my practice for more than 14 years. I've been practicing law for almost 15 years now, been in the legal field for 26 years, and we're back this week to discuss some of the things that happen in the legal field. And this week, I want to talk about how we are able to connect services and help to bridge some gaps, whether it's directly related to the legal field or outside of the legal field. But we have some ladies here with us this afternoon, and we're going to talk about some services that they have available. And we've got Charity with us this morning, and this evening. And Charity, you're with, is it Hope?
Yes, Hope Family Services.
And where are you located?
I am the center director for our Jacksonville location.
And you were in the Anniston location.
Yes, I'm Amy McDonald. I'm the executive director at Hope Family Services. I've been there since September, and we have two locations. We have our main office in Anniston, and then in January we were thrilled to open up our second location on Mountain Street in Jacksonville, Alabama.
And so Charity operates the Jacksonville location, and you operate the Anniston location, but you're also the executive director over both locations.
I'm the executive director. Kathy Poole is actually the center director in Anniston, and so I work with both of them.
Okay.
Yep.
And so you oversee the operations for both locations?
Yes, I do.
And so if you will, Miss McDonald or Miss Beecham, if one of you, did I say that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I want to make sure I pronounced your last name right. If y'all would tell us what Hope Family Services, tell us what it is. What is your vision and your mission?
Sure. Hope is a ministry of Save a Life, Calhoun County. It began about 40 years ago, and our mission is to, first of all, share the gospel with men and women and to protect the life of the unborn. And so our name is Hope, so that the men and the women that come through our door with maybe an unexpected, unplanned pregnancy, we can give them hope. They can come into our office and receive pregnancy tests, ultrasounds, parenting classes, and be mentored. Some of them are overwhelmed by the prospect of parenting, so we can pair them with a mentor to help them through that. And then another one of our services that a lot of people don't connect with us, but we have a service to women that have lost an infant, either through abortion or stillbirth or miscarriage.
And so you said something about Save a Life. Is this program organization part of what I would recognize as Save a Life?
Yes. A few years ago, our board changed the name to Hope Family Services, but we are legally still Save a Life at Calhoun County. And so that just helps us. It encompasses more of, we're more than just the pregnancy test and ultrasound. We are there to go beyond the pregnancy, to partner with you as you actually try to help you parent your child, because we want to have healthy, stable homes here in Calhoun County. So we work with the moms and dads and sometimes grandparents even. So after the child is born for up to a year, you can participate in our parenting program. And Charity can speak to a little bit more about how our parenting program works.
And I will say, I remember being 16 years old and believing that I was pregnant, and so I remember, I want to say it was down on Wilmer Avenue. I might have that correct. I might be flopping on the different side of Quintard, but I remember going into the Save a Life office and walking in and just speaking with the ladies there. And of course, Charity, that was before your time. I'm way before your time. You're probably still just a young one. I don't even know if you've been born yet, but anyhow. And so I went in there, and so when I met you ladies and talked with you recently, that was the first thing I thought of, was how the service that y'all were providing at that time with Save a Life, how that helped me in a time in my life when I was scared. And here I was, 16 years old, I was in high school, and I had no clue what I was going to do, but I came in and I had the pregnancy test, and then just was able to receive a lot of encouragement and a lot of assistance, and and just, I guess, keep me moving forward, and just y'all sort of provided the glue that just held everything together for me at that moment in my life. And so I'm thankful to have you ladies on the show, and us to have an opportunity to talk about this, because it personally impacted my life, and it was an important part of my life. And so every time I hear, Save a Life, I think about, I make that connection and think about how it benefited me.
Right.
And so that's something y'all continue to do.
Yes.
And so let me ask you, so when someone comes in and, let's say it's, they come in for a pregnancy test there, and at that point, so they come in, they take a pregnancy test, they determine they get a positive pregnancy test. What do you, and this may be your question to answer, Charity, what do you do at that point as far as how do you provide assistance to that person?
Yes, so when they come in, of course, normally they're nervous, they don't know what to expect or what to do, and we have amazing, great trained staff and volunteer there to welcome them and to make them feel comfortable, and non-judgmental is the judgment-free zone.
I do specifically remember that, and I'm
Yes.
glad you brought that up, but go ahead.
Absolutely, judgment-free. We've all been in different places in our lives where we've needed assistance and all, and our volunteers have personal stories that can help the families that come in, to let them know that they're not alone, that they don't have to carry this burden alone. And when they talk to them, they tell them all their resources. One thing that people don't know about us is they just think that we just tell them keep the baby and that's it. We tell them all of their resources that they have. There's adoption. We'll help you with the baby basic classes until that baby's 1, and then we'll help you even on after that. We have resources that we provide them so that they know that there a lot of times a natural instinct is, well, I just want to get rid of the baby and that's it. It'll take care of all of my problems, but we're there to let them know that's not the only, there's so many resources and decisions, and we're going to help you through it.
There are other options available, and
Yes.
you're not just stuck with just one decision.
Absolutely.
And so someone comes into your program, and they're you're providing them resources, you're providing them mentoring, and I see it as you're just kind of embracing them and becoming part of their team.
Absolutely.
To help them succeed. And so if they come back in, let's say the child, their child's a year old, are they able to come back to you again, or at that point is that when you would refer them out to another service provider?
Well, what we do, as soon as they find out they're expecting, and we also offer sonograms. They can get sonograms done as well. When they're X amount of weeks, they can come back for the sonogram, but they also have that opportunity at that time to sign up for our parenting classes, the Baby Basic program. And I was actually a Baby Basic coordinator before I became the center director here, but now Hannah Tyndall is our Baby Basic coordinator, and what we do there is the client then goes to the education side, and what that means is they get to take incentive-based classes from the comfort of their home. It's all online and they're free, and it's classes on parenting, it's classes on pregnancy, what to expect during the pregnancy, what to expect during labor and delivery, breastfeeding, C-sections. It just helps them so much. And there's classes afterwards, what to expect, infant crying and infant sickness and infants during their stages and their milestones. It helps them to take care of their family. It educates them, and when they come in every couple of weeks, and at that time they receive their baby bucks, or that's what we call it. It's what everybody else would kind of consider as monopoly money. They get that money and they get to shop at our boutique that has clothes, diapers, wipes, strollers, bigger items, just community donated items.
I was about to ask you, where do those items come from?
Yes, from the community. We couldn't do what we do without the support of the community.
Nice. Do you have donors who are consistent donors, or are you out, reaching out to people in the community asking for donations, or is it kind of a combination of both?
We are always in need of donations. Our car seats, if you have Alpha Insurance, you can go online and purchase car seats because we have to give new car seats, and you can't even take a baby home. Our financial donors, they are the ones that provide our operational costs. They cover our utility bills. They cover our insurance costs, those types of things. So we need in-kind donations as well as monetary donations. Those partnerships are massive for us. And our diapers, I can remember many years ago being in a pregnancy center, and a young lady there was considering abortion simply because she could not afford diapers. So you can come take parenting classes through Hope Family Services, and for a year your diapers and your wipes are supplied.
That's
your
amazing.
Basic needs are supplied. And we do have a lot of lightly used clothing in our boutique, but we have some new items. But for cribs, bathtubs, high chairs, things like that, we get those donated in. So you take online parenting courses in the convenience of your home. You come in about every 2 weeks. You earn baby bucks, but more importantly, you get loved on. You get loved on by one of our volunteers that have given their time. We have volunteers that pause their lives. Some of them, they volunteer once a week for 4-hour shifts. And that is, instead of seeing somebody in need and walking on by, that is saying, I'm going to pause my life for this amount of time every week to go in love on this person that needs hope. And we talk a lot about moms, but we have a lot of dads out there. They're parenting, that they are raising the child as single dads, and they have a desire to be a good father, and that's something that we're really excited about. We just recently hired Philip Keith as our fatherhood outreach coordinator, and he is busy recruiting male mentors to partner with the young dads, because some of them, they didn't grow up in healthy fathering situations.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I want to talk more about your volunteers and what we need to do to help get volunteers with this organization.
You may not believe it, but it's true. The 2024 Team 1 Chevys are here. All 2324 Silverado light duties have 2.9% financing for 72 months. The hottest new 24 Team 1 Chevy Blazer, 1.9% financing and no payments till April. And the #1 selling family vehicle, the Equinox. 24 models, you got it. 1.9% financing and no payments till April. Team 1 Chevrolet, home of the best people, the best service, period.
Some say college isn't for single parents or people who work full-time. I'm here to prove them wrong. I'm a first-generation American, the father of Dion, and a non-traditional student at Gadsden State Community College. As a sergeant in the Army National Guard, I've watched soldiers with degrees progress faster in their careers. So today, I'm in school, involved in the Veterans Upper Bound program, and excited to see what's in store for my career. I truly am earning my wings at Gadsden State.
I'm Alan Parnell with Parnell Insurance Agency. We've been here in Oxford and Alabama, Tallapoosa, Georgia since 1990. With Auto Owners Insurance, we're able to give customers competitive pricing along with excellent coverages. Parnell Insurance can handle all of your personal, commercial, and life insurance needs. We have a very experienced staff, both personal and commercial. All together, we've got about 125 years experience. Come see what our insurance agency can do for you in Oxford, Alabama, and Tallapoosa, Georgia.
Auto Owners Insurance.
At Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford.
Hey, we are back from the commercial break, and as we left, Miss McDonald was talking about the fatherhood program, and so Miss McDonald, here at the organization, you have parenting for mothers, you have parenting for parenting classes for fathers. You also provide assistance to fathers, and you mentioned single fathers. What if you have a couple, a mom and dad couple or husband and wife couple? Do you also provide services to them as a couple?
Oh yes, most definitely. We see that quite frequently. So mom and dad both can earn baby bucks together to come and shop our boutique because our vision for the ministry is to have healthy families here in Calhoun County for the children to grow up in.
And Ms. Beecham, I think you'd said earlier something about one of you said something about grandparents. Have you had grandparents to come into this program?
Yes, we have had grandparents who have received legal custody of their babies, and they are in need of assistance, not just assistance for items, but it's been a little bit of time since they have raised an infant, and yes, we get grandparents as well.
Nice. So grandparents, moms, dads, whoever is raising these children, you know, if you feel like you're lacking, and one thing I've learned over the years, I do a lot of work with DHR and handling, cases involving foster children and children, we call them dependency cases, which are legal petitions that are filed by a non-parent seeking custody of a child. And I've been involved, I can't even tell you the number of cases I've been involved with over the years and continue to do so. I still have a good many cases. And, and I've kind of talked about this on the show a couple of times, but we've talked about how, we have ISP meetings and individualized service plans where we all come together and we work together as a team and we implement services that the families need. So if I'm in an ISP meeting and I have parents or grandparents or whoever it may be that need parenting classes, can I refer? We can get, of course, we discuss this as an ISP team. We make this decision, and then the DHR worker will actually handle the referral. But are y'all an organization that we can refer to when we have parents that are in need of parenting classes?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And all of our services are free of charge. They're provided through the generosity of individuals, churches, and businesses.
Wow.
And we do receive some grant money, but that grant money is from private foundations and community foundations. But when someone comes in, regardless of what their economic status is or the age, we provide the services needed.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. And I wanted to ask you about, Ms. Beecham, about the classes, the parenting classes, like what is accessible to them, how difficult is it, and what is it that they actually do?
What they do, when they leave from our appointments, they'll get sent a link either to their text message on their phone or via email, and they'll just click on the link and it'll lead them to videos that talks to them, and they have fact sheets that they can keep so that they can have for later after they graduate our program. And we offer over 200 classes.
Wow.
And we also have Spanish classes that we offer as well.
Oh, that's good. And so your 200 classes, do those sort of cover parenting with children of all ages? Or is it tailored to the younger children?
It actually tailors to all ages. We do have some classes on older children and teenage age children and siblings getting along with each other, classes like that. And there's also classes that teach our clients on budgeting, trying to get help with what to expect in job interviews, going to get a job. It varies. It's not just helping with the baby, it's helping them with life.
So if someone's struggling learning how to manage their money, is that something they could call you and say, hey, I would like to come in and see about taking this course to help me improve my budgeting skills?
Absolutely. We have several classes offered for budgeting and life management.
Okay, good.
And our mentoring plays a massive role too, with our fatherhood mentoring and our baby basics mentoring with the ladies side of things. These parents have an opportunity to sit down with men and women who have lived life, that have been successful in businesses, and that they can pick their brain for ideas, for guidance on how to write a resume, on how to manage their money.
Nice.
They have a chance to talk over life with this mentor.
Y'all have a wonderful organization happening here. You know, I work with the teams, you know, on a daily basis in my cases, and it's so nice to be able to plug in these services and provide these services to our parents, or you know, any members of our team, whether it be grandparents or non-parents, as well as the children, to help. Because our goal when DHR removes a child from a home, initially the goal is always reunification, and so we're always working to reunify children with their parents or parent, and so we provide these services, and I'm so thankful that we're more aware now of your organization and what you all do to help bridge those gaps and to help us to work to achieve our goals, which is reunification, and that's to reunify these children with their parents successfully. I tell my clients all the time, you know, you may hate us in the beginning, because obviously we get a lot of resistance in the beginning when children first come into care, and you know, emotions are high. But I will tell you, the majority of the time, our parents, the majority of them will come back once we get through 12 months or 18 months that we've been involved with this family. Generally, they will come back and say, I'm so thankful that you got involved when you did, because had you not, I couldn't tell you where my life would be or where my children's lives would be. But thank you for you know, for becoming involved and all of the support that you've provided. And it's wonderful organizations and ladies like you that have helped to come together and help give these parents the encouragement and the hope that they need to be able to just pull their, you know, they went through a hard time in life and something just didn't happen the way that they would have wanted it to happen, and so everything sort of fell apart for a minute, but then we all came in together as a team, and we all pulled, you know, we helped them pull it back together and put the pieces of the puzzle together, and them to just pull it all back together and be able to reunify their family and get back on the right track, and to be a part of that is the most beautiful thing. I don't know how you ladies feel about it, but for me, like, it's just the best part of my job is to see all of that come back together. You know, it's like Humpty Dumpty falling off the wall, and you know, it took all of this team to put the pieces back together again, and so that's what we work to do every day, and I'm so thankful that y'all get to be a part of that as well. How do you recruit volunteers?
Yes, that is a huge part of our ministry, and that's another people here in Calhoun County we serve. We provide an opportunity for individuals, churches, and businesses. We provide the organization for them to give back to their community. And so we are always in need of volunteers. Whatever your talent is, whatever your time is, we can find a place to plug you in. For example, we have these beautiful flower pots in front of our ministry. Those have to be maintained. So even if you don't want to meet one-on-one with a client, if that's not your gifting, trust me, we can find a place, even if it's planting flowers for us. Marketing, we always need help in the marketing area of things. You can help us by, if you have an event, to contact us about coming in and letting us share about the ministry. Yes.
And so, Ms. Beecham, how would someone contact your program, if they wanted to tap into your resources you have available, and you know, or if they want to donate, or if they want to become a volunteer? What information can you give to our viewers to let them know what they need to do to be able to contact you?
Our telephone number, we have a number, one main line, 256-237-9999, and that'll direct them to just whatever they need, whether it's to donate, to volunteer. They'll be directed to the right person. The pregnancy test, that's how they schedule for the testing, and sonograms is just that number. And we also have a website, hopefamilyservices.com, and that also has information on the services that we offer, how to donate. There's a link to donate on there, and it also provides just everything that you need to know, any questions. We also have a Facebook page, Support Hope Family Services. Viewers can go on there and look at all the things that we're doing, that we have done, see client testimonies. If you prefer email, hopepregnancyoptions@gmail.com. It's just Hope Pregnancy. No, it's pregnancyoptions@gmail.com. I'm sorry. We have a lot of emails.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Right.
And, one question I had to follow up on, you were talking about the online parenting classes. How do you maintain accountability when the parents are saying, yes, I'm completing these parenting classes? Because obviously in the courtroom, when we bring witnesses in to testify, I don't know if y'all have been put on the witness stand yet or not, but if you come in to testify and you on behalf of a parent, and you say, well, they've completed the parenting program at our office, if I'm their attorney, or I'm an attorney involved in that case, I'm going to be asking you, well, how do you know they completed these parenting classes? And so what is your accountability measures that you have in place to ensure that the parents are actually completing these classes even though they're online?
The online curriculum that we use allows us to get on there and check the classes that they've completed, and that's how they receive their baby bucks every couple of weeks. So when we leave, we document what's been sent. When they come back for in a couple of weeks, we check their classes online. It allows us to do that, and we can print that off, and we also print off certificates for them as reward, and so that's how we follow their classes.
And you were talking about mentors. When they come in every 2 weeks, are your mentors speaking with them and going over with them kind of what they've learned over the last 2 weeks to ensure that either they've watched it or they've watched it and they're grasping this information?
Absolutely. They can check their form, the handwritten portion, and see the classes that they have been sent, so they can talk about it during the mentor time. And before each time that we see the client, we also have a time of prayer and devotion before we go in and see the clients. That way we're prayed up and spiritually ready for whatever they may have on their plate that day, so that we can continue to encourage them and share the love of Jesus.
Fantastic. Yo, gosh, this 30 minutes have flown by, and it's about time to wrap up this evening's show. Thank y'all so much for being here. But any final words, any final things you want to say to the viewers, please let them hear it.
First of all, we need your help to carry out this ministry. Without the gifts of time, talent, and treasures, this ministry would not be possible here. So if you're with a church or business, if you'd like to find out more about our ministry, please contact us to schedule a tour of our facilities.
And anything that you would like to add, Ms. Beecham?
We have our Dinner of Hope event that's coming in October. It's also another way that you can come and support us. We also have Oxford Fest, and not Oxford Fest, I am so sorry, Gospel Fest for Jacksonville, Alabama. We're the recipient for that, and so that'll be in May.
Yes.
And so is the information regarding that posted on your Facebook page, your social media site, or website?
It will be soon. It will be soon.
And Dinner of Hope is going to be at the Oxford Civic Center, and Amy Ford is going to be flying in to speak for that.
Oh, fantastic. All right, y'all have a great evening. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching, and please tune in next week and for another exciting episode of, providing educational material to the viewers. We'll see you next week.